Buonasera, buonasera a tutti. Stasera sarà una serata piacevole, come al solito, perché siamo tutti insieme e le vibrazioni aumentano quando siamo insieme, ovviamente. Ma anche sarà un pochino impegnativa perché ci prepareremo ad ascoltare un discorso di Shimataji molto importante, a mio avviso. Importante perché ci invita con degli esempi pratici proprio della nostra vita a far sì che Shimataji e Sahaja Yoga diventi il centro della nostra vita. Se diventa il centro della nostra vita, noi possiamo avere molto, molto di più. E nostra madre vuole che i suoi figli abbiano il massimo da lei, non solo le briciole. Quindi, come al solito, iniziamo questa meditazione alzandoci la Kundalini e proteggendoci con i 7 bandhan. Congiungiamo le mani e chiniamo la testa verso il nostro cuore. Tutti noi abbiamo preparato il pediluvio, spero. Possiamo mettere un pugno di sale nell'acqua, che sarà della temperatura di nostro gradimento. Diamo 7 bandhan all'acqua. E diciamo il mantra Shri Samudra Devata mentre immergiamo i piedi. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samudra Devata Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namaha. Immergiamo i nostri piedi, purifichiamo il nostro corpo. Anche i nostri pensieri, mettendo le mani verso terra. Facciamo dei respiri, togliamo proprio anche le spalle, rendiamoci morbidi, anche il corpo. Facciamo 3 respiri trattenendo il respiro e poi buttando fuori come al solito. Mani verso terra. Un altro respiro. La terra dà e la terra riceve. Ci dà la sua fragranza, il suo nutrimento e chiediamo che riceva tutti i nostri pensieri. Che il corpo si rilassi completamente, la mente si purifichi e cominci a entrare la bellezza delle deità dentro di noi attraverso la pulizia col sale e con l'acqua. Mettiamo la mano sinistra sul ginocchio. La mano destra verso terra. Per prima cosa carichiamo il lato sinistro. Chiediamo l'aiuto a Shri Ganesha che ci prepari questo incontro con Shimataji, con i suoi discorsi, attraverso la purificazione. Chiediamo di essere puri come Lui, che in finale è il nostro fratello. Ora possiamo mettere la mano destra sul ginocchio, la mano sinistra verso l'aria. E respiriamo profondamente, prendendo tutti i pensieri del nostro sistema nervoso di destra di disperdersi nell'aria. Non possiamo fermare i nostri pensieri con la mente. No, possiamo chiedere aiuto agli elementi guidati dall'Adi Shakti. Gli elementi possono fare tutto ciò che noi con la mente non riusciremo mai a fare. Con l'attenzione a Shri Ganesha chiediamo, Shri Ganesha, per favore, fa che come tu ci hai insegnato e come tu hai fatto, Shimataji sia il centro della nostra vita. Che tutto abbia un senso perché c'è lei. Possiamo mettere la mano destra Sullo svadistan sinistro possiamo proprio chiedere affinché tutte le parole di Shimadaji ci entrino dentro nel profondo, possiamo chiedere Nirmala Vidya, per favore, ammettimi nel mondo della conoscenza assoluta, in modo tale che non potremo più sbagliare nei nostri giudizi, solo se si apre questo fiore. Con la testa non posso aprire nessun fiore. Respiriamo ancora. Terzo chakra. Mettiamo la mano sulla sinistra e chiediamo che la bhakti, il riconoscimento di nostra madre per quella che è la devozione, operi il grande cambiamento dentro di noi, il grande cambiamento nel nostro Dharma. Non basta la bhakti, la devozione deve cambiarci, deve cambiare noi stessi. Mettiamo la mano sul cuore, facciamo un massaggio in senso orario. Innanzitutto, chiediamo che nostra madre entri nel nostro cuore. Inoltre, questo sentimento della compassione sia una compassione illuminata, non rivolta a chi non merita, a chi ha un but, ma una compassione che faccia crescere la luce nelle persone, una compassione pura. Continuiamo a massaggiare il nostro cuore, diventi saggio il nostro cuore. Poi possiamo massaggiare la nostra spalla sinistra fino al braccio. E qui possiamo chiedere: a che Dio Onnipotente mi perdoni, affinché io possa a mia volta perdonare me stesso, perché i miei errori non li debba ripetere ogni volta. Toglimi via dal campo dell'errore. Massaggiamo bene questa parte e sui sciudi sinistri. Ora mettiamo la mano sulla ghia chakra e pieghiamo la testa. Madre, Te lo chiedo per migliorarmi. Illumina il mio cervello in ogni istante della mia vita. Accarezziamo la fronte e diamo alla Madre Terra ogni residuo di pensiero, di preoccupazione. Ora poggiamo la mano sulla sommità della testa. Madre, ti chiediamo di divenire uno con la personalità divina. Massaggiamo in senso orario. Sicuramente le deità ascoltano sempre le nostre richieste, quando sono pure. Quindi ora possiamo proseguire la meditazione. Prima di tutto usiamo la bacinella, prima ci sciacquiamo i piedi e abbiamo qualche minuto per svuotare il nostro pediluvio. Ora, se siamo tutti tornati, ci prepariamo per qualche istante ad assorbire queste importanti mantra che dice Mataji, molto semplici, molto gioiosi, ma così profondi.
The other day, I talked to you about the importance of dedication in Sahaja Yoga and the devotion that one should have. Actually, when we are close to the mountain, we can't see much of it. And that's why we don't realize the volume that is so close to us, the greatness that is facing us. This is one of the illusions that works out for people who do not know it mentally, what they are in for. Where are they? What have they found? Self-realization. What is its magnitude? How far they have to go? Why are they chosen? What is their purpose of life? How far they have come up? How far they can understand? All these things are beyond the grasp, and one gets stunned. One doesn't know what has happened to him when he got realization actually. That's why to understand this is only possible if you can understand how to do it, how to devote it. If you want to analyze anything on the basis of your rationality, you are too stunned. It's beyond. It's fantastic. It is too much. It's really beyond. Now think of it, you have got realization. Can you believe it? That you can in your lifetime. If somebody had told you this, you would never have believed. That how can you get your realization in this earth? Of course you are seeking, because people were saying you have to seek, also you felt you have to seek. But you never thought that this will materialize like this, that you will get your realization. Then after getting realization, you could not feel what it was. Just if you have dropped into the ocean and you don't know what is the dimension of this ocean. How far you have gone into it. What is it? Where are we? What is our purpose? To add up to all the mess, we become thoughtless. So you cannot even find out as to rationally what it is. So the immensity of this experience, the glory of your mother's coming, or the precious gift of your self-realization, nothing can be realized through your understanding. Try to think. What have you got? Can you measure it with your understanding? Can you understand what has happened? No, you cannot. Because rationality cannot give you the dimensions into which you have fallen. The rationality is actually broken up. There is no rationality left now anymore to even communicate as to what you have been seeking and where have you landed. So the only method you have got now, or only way is left to you, for a drop which has become an ocean, is to dissolve more in the ocean, so that you feel the ocean at least, and to communicate with other drops in such a way that you know the whole through all of them. So first is a complete devotion. It's very important. In this incarnation only, it is so very important, because you have got realization. If you did not have realization, all right, murmuring souls, all right, half-baked people, all right, little bit misbehaving, all right. This can be forgiven, that can be forgiven. Everything is forgiven to look at it. Everybody thinks that Mother is forgiving us. That's not the point. I am forgiving because of my own nature. But you do not take it for granted. You are harming yourself by accepting that forgiveness. If you all the time think, oh mother, you are so forgiving, please forgive me, you are already forgiven as it is. Once you call me mother, you are forgiven. But what's the advantage? You don't have any advantage. You are a loser. At this point, at least rationally, if you understand, then you will understand what is a devotion. So, in devotion of Sahaja Yoga, one has to realize that the things that are in Sahaja Yoga, that you have seen in Sahaja Yoga, are beyond your mind, first thing. Definitely they are beyond human conception. So at human level, you do not discuss that and you do not talk about it. But on the collective level, you can talk. And when you come to the collective level, then you have to understand that relationship with me is more established, better established, if you establish your relationships with others in a very collective and homogeneous way. As I told you, the drop becomes the ocean, and the drop has to become the ocean by dissolving all its dropness with other drops, and all the drops dropping their dropness become the ocean ultimately. So we'll see that devotion is double-edged. One is to each other and one is to your mother. In Sahaja Yoga, whatever I see, you cannot see. This is proved or not to you people? Or you want more proofs? Now it is proved that mother sees much beyond us and whatever she sees happens. So anybody who tries to play tricks with mother is actually playing tricks with himself. Any tricks you try to play with me, or you think that mother is very forgiving, so she will forgive us, is really, you are torturing yourself, it is detrimental. Many people are there who will say that it is my left swadhisthana. Some will say I was possessed, there was voodoo. Somebody will blame something else. Whatever you are blaming, actually who is asking you the explanation? It's only you asking yourself. You are not facing yourself. So the devotion to me means actually facing to yourself. You face yourself first of all and see for yourself what are you doing. You are your own enemy. Nobody is your enemy. Your mother is not, definitely. She is not your enemy by any chance. And no bhoots are your enemies in the way, if you do not allow them, they can't be there. No evil person is your enemy because he cannot be effective if you are spiritually equipped. So you are your own enemy is decided. The only way to get rid of that enemy of yours, you have to dedicate. Supposing you say that I have faith in mother or in God. So you are holding on to something, isn't it? And you are discarding something. But this hold has to be very strong. Rationally, if you are at that time when you are sinking, will you rationalize whether I should hold the hand of this person who is saving is correct or not? No, your grip will be very strong. It will be extremely strong, and you will grip it with full force, with full faith that somehow or other save you. And that kind of a feeling should be within us, that I am a person who is sinking because of myself. And if I am to be saved, I have to be absolutely, completely submerged in search. Absolutely I have to become one with it. Then only I can be saved. Because at this level where you are realized souls of a higher level, now for a next jump, as I was saying to you, is devotion. Anything else has to be secondary under the circumstances. If it is primary, and your attention is still on that, then you cannot have this second jump. First jump you have already done, you have got your realization. But from first jump to second jump, you worked hard, you have come to the second jump. In the second jump, you have to face it up. You should not feel disgusted with yourself, not dejected with yourself or nothing, but treat yourself as a separate entity. And dedication is actually turning back to yourself and looking forward towards the divine personality in you. Once there is divine personality in you, there is no problem of devotion. You will just become one with it. You start enjoying it. But this rationality is the worst thing that plays tricks with you, which deviates you from understanding that whatever life you have led so far has been on a very material, gross life. You came out of it, you have grown out of it, you have come up. Now, to blossom, to become fragrant, you have to give up rationality. That's a binding. Try to avoid rationality. Try to avoid arguments. Try to avoid giving reasons. And even now, I find sometimes Sahaja Yogis give an explanation of psychology. She might be insecure mother. This is typically somewhere read in the book. Because of insecurity somebody does that. Actually, now we have seen in Sahaja Yoga that most of the so-called insecure are the most aggressive people. They play tricks with others, spoil their lives and enjoy it. They are the greatest sadists ever born. We have seen these people. She's insecure, and that's how they play tricks with us. Now, once you understand that you are not to play tricks with yourself, why do you want to play tricks with yourself? You have to be yourself, that's all. We should not be our own enemies, are we? So once you start facing yourself, you will like yourself. You won't feel disgusted, because that what yourself I'm talking about is glorious, is beautiful, is without any kalank on that, is absolutely detached. But first of all, your attention has to accept it, that this detachment is my life. I'm a different personality. Detachment is my nourishment. Detach yourself. One gentleman came to see me in my house. I had a very beautiful lamp, and he liked it. I said, "You have it?" He was so amazed. Wife telephoned to me, "How could it be? How could you give away such a nice lamp?" I said, "What's that? Am I going to carry it with me when I die? Is it going to go with me?" Just see rationally. If he has liked it, better have it. I have so many lamps in the house. If he takes one, what does it matter? She said, "But you see, I asked my husband, will you give this lamp like this if you had to her?" He said, "No, I would not. I would not," he said. He was very honest. He said, "I would not." But still I can't understand why not. So, till the last end we are holding on to something very little there. This even a little bit is holding the sari. You know that. That can hold the whole sari. Even a little bit is attaching to the sari. The sari can be held back. The whole thing you can hold it with one little pin. All these small pins that are there, the hangs up, are to be denied, to be seen, going further. Look at yourself. Oh, that's Mr. Ego. All right, now, recede, let me see. How do you go back? To see all those things. You see, as a play, you should see yourself. And then play tricks with your ego and superego. Actually, they're playing tricks with you. Once you are a master, you play tricks with them. So many times I've said so many things, and they are again, then after some time, people start talking about it. Within 1 or 2 months after that, it comes as a scientific proof or things like that. You have seen that many a times it has happened. Now when I say something, I'm sure about it. What I say, I never say anything but the truth. I know that I'm saying only the truth. But I do not go inside and find out whether it's the truth or not. I don't read a book to find out. I don't ask you. I have faith in myself, full faith in myself. Whatever I say is the truth. I know for definite that whatever I say comes out. But that's not your case. That's not your case, that whatever you say is the truth. So first you have to establish the state that whatever I say will be the truth. Now how do you do it? The tongue should be such that whatever you say should be the truth. Ultimately it will come out as truth. And that is why the dedication should be there. What dedication? Why should I tell lies? There is no need to tell lies. Even if I tell lies, it will come truth. In my case, so-called lies. They are never lies. If I say to somebody, he is a bad man, apparently to your mother, he's such a fine man. How can you say such a thing about him? We had one Mr. Michael like that. Oh, he's such a loving person, mother. Well, somebody said, mother, are you jealous of him? Up to that extent, you know. But when he showed his real teeth, you see, then people. So, to develop that kind of understanding about the truth, first of all, you should absolutely fix yourself on the truth. And the truth is that you are the instrument of God, that you have got realization, that you have got a spatial awareness which people do not have. Stand on that and proclaim it. You are not to be afraid of it. You have got realization, no doubt. You have felt it. Say it, I have got realization, nothing doing, I know I am realizing. Form on that. In this expression of truth, you have to be like the light. The light asserts. It not only asserts, but it shows others also that it shines. It shows others that I am the light, that you walk in my light. And if you don't try to do it, I may burn you. So they have that, what you call that, I don't know what's the word, Tejasvita. Tejas. Sharpness of light. That Tejasvita is there, sharpness of light. That is the proof of your truth. You are not afraid of any prime minister or any minister or any king or anyone. But this is the fact. That's the thing. I know I am a realized soul. I am the truth. If you say I am the truth, whatever you will say will be the truth. No doubt about it. Whatever you will do will be the truth. But say I am the truth. But for that, a real purification is needed about facing yourself fully in dedication. Means you are holding on to your mother. You are holding on to SAHAJA Yoga. You are holding on to that truth which you have found out. And here you are facing others. Without that you cannot do it. Your source is that. You are standing on the truth. And that is such a power, such a strength. All of them, if you see, Christ had that power, Muhammad had that power, all these great people had that power. To say the truth with full courage, with that assertion that people will accept. And they would suffer even for that. They wouldn't mind. But whatever is the truth has to be said. That's the first point, what should know about dedication, that you are dedicated fully, that you are not afraid of anyone. You are not worried about your losses. Some people have lost their heads also, completely cut their heads. People have tortured them. Some people have been taken away all their money, have been tortured in every way. But they thought this was the truth, they stood by. Some of them were stupid fools, they stood for something that was not truth. They did. But now you know that you are standing on the truth And for that you should be willing to sacrifice anything, so-called sacrifice, because you are not sacrificing the truth. What you are sacrificing is untruth. For that you require people of strength and courage, and not these half-baked people. You see, the morning till evening asking for forgiveness from mother. What is it? What is there to ask for forgiveness? Because I am forgiving you every moment. But what are you doing to yourself? What sort of a person you are? You think about it, that you have to stand on the truth. For that you have to be a strong, courageous person with that sharpness, that tejasvita within you, of the light, of the big God. But at the same time, you have to have complete dedication. Supposing there is no oil in this, it will all go off. It has to have oil. It will go off. So the dedication part is the oil in you, is the attachment, complete attachment to your source. That's the dedication. But that dedication should not give you any other ideas but of a light which shines, which corrects others, guides the path of other people. If that is not so, then the source that you are tapping is not coming to you fully, and that your light is not burning properly. So, into dedication when you go, you must not think that it is any surrendering, the so-called surrendering, that you become like a cabbage. That's the idea people have, that you become like cabbage. But you become dynamic. You become real power. Not of destruction, but of construction. I mean, for destruction you don't need much power. Only for construction you need power. For destruction, how much do you need? Very little. You can destroy the whole thing in no time. But for the construction, you really require great power. And that power, sustained power, flowing power, has to be there. For that, dedication is needed. Holding on to your source of power, you have to stand firm, courageously, without any fear. That's the truth. That's the truth you have to achieve. That's very important.
Con le parole di nostra madre nel cuore, in tutti i nostri chakra, in tutte le nostre cellule, e aggrappandoci al suo sari, privi di ogni paura, rimaniamo qualche istante nel silenzio. Assorbendo i mantra semplici e puri come cristallo che ci dice nostra madre. Lei sa che ce la faremo. con le mani aperte, il cuore aperto, la mente e il cervello illuminati. Ognuno con i suoi tempi può invitare le nostre energie sacre a salire con il gesto consueto. Di alzarci la nostra Kundalini. Per fare i nodi, per fermarla. L'attenzione a Shimadaji. Facciamo il terzo nodo. Tiriamo un attimo le mani verso l'alto e il collo verso dietro. Sentiamo la brezza fresca della sua presenza. E intorno a lei tutte le deità che ci aiutano e illuminano nel nostro percorso. Ora possiamo darci i 7 bandha di protezione. Uniamo le nostre mani e ringraziamo Dio Onnipotente, Ishvara. Ringraziamo Madre e ringraziamo anche che ci ha permesso di avere questa grande collettività che ci aiuta, che ci aiutiamo l'uno con l'altro. Jai Shri Mataji e buon proseguimento di serata. E buon San Valentino, la festa anche dell'amore. Festeggiamo tutto. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.